The damages caused by floodwaters nearly 2 weeks ago may cost residents hundreds and thousands in recovery. We continue this conversation with Hidalgo County Precinct 1 Commissioner David Fuentes. And again, Commissioner, your time is so valuable, especially right now. Let's just jump into the fact that you sent the First Lady, Melania Trump, a letter. Why did you do so?
Well, we had heard that she was going to be visiting border areas again, and with respect to the immigration situation that's going now on in our country. And we just took a shot that maybe if she was coming back to our area, her last trip was cut a little short, so if she was coming back, we wanted her to come see the resiliency of our community and how we as a family are starting to come together to help each other out in this recovery phase of the storm that we just went through.
Yeah, certainly important topic as well, just as much as immigration. And we also had Governor Greg Abbott here. You were able to speak with the governor, correct?
Yes, I was part of a group that met with the governor, and we talked about all of our regional statistics. Each of the cities that was affected in a negative way was invited to the table. We had state legislators there present. As a conduit to the governor, he explained his emergency process and the people on his staff that were available to us, and we had a really good discussion about the needs of our area and the things that we thought that the state could help us with. He was very open and receptive to that, and then at the end of the meeting he signed the request for Mr. Trump to sign as far as our request for federal aid.
Do we know where that stands today?
Well, I think that we have already met the threshold. We have informally been told that we believe that we've reached the threshold that the federal government requires with respect to the number of homes that were impacted. And so we're expecting any day now for the president to sign this. You know, with the July 4th holiday on Wednesday, we're hopeful that it'll come before them, but maybe at the latest this week.
Certainly. What does this mean, Commissioner, for those families out there that are looking for assistance and funds? What can they count on right now?
Well, once the FEMA declares this a disaster area, then they'll be able to go to their website and apply online for any assistance that may be available to them. That's when the FEMA inspectors will come and they'll start asking for receipts and evidence of the damage that they sustained. So up until then, there's really not much that we can do except hope and wait for the president to sign the declaration. But once that happens, help will be available immediately.
Now, we do have no more time at this time, Commissioner, but before we go, I just want to know, how did you feel walking through those floodwaters and helping your constituents?
Well, it was a real difficult process. You know, at that point in time, you feel a sense of hopelessness. You know, I'm sure that they felt, the people that were being inundated with water probably felt that way, like what can we do, where can we go? We went into life-saving mode immediately, trying to help people get out of their homes if they felt they needed to be evacuated for safety or medical reasons. So that was our first response, and then trying to figure out how we could get water out when, you know, everything is already full at capacity with respect to drainage. Yeah. It's hard to pump water to something that's already full. So we were trying to figure out how we could get more solutions to the area, and that's where we really tried to make a difference.
And we appreciate you for working so hard. Thank you so much for joining us
today. Thank you for having me.